everybody, Indigo Priestess here. So today I'm going to be discussing signs that you have lived more than the life that you are currently living. Obviously, if you've watched my other videos, you know I'm really big on this topic because I have so many past life memories, and it sometimes makes it hard to adapt to this one, but it also helps me to cope with certain um, life experiences in this lifetime because I've experienced it before. It doesn't mean I'm perfect because trust me, I still fuck up. But yeah, so basically signs that you have lived a past life before. I'm going to try and keep this short because I know there are many videos that you'd like to watch and YouTube is just awesome. So basically the number one sign, you know, you don't feel at home. Basically you feel like where you are, you know, you just feel misplaced. You just feel like the home that you're living in is not your home. Something just doesn't sit right with you. You know, you just know that there's more to life. And the reason why you feel that way is because you've lived a life before. You know, you understand, you've got that gut feeling that, you know, the surrounding just doesn't feel right, and you have a pull to other countries and you don't know why. The reason why you pull to that other country, you know, to China, to South Africa, to America, is probably because that is where you once lived and something happened there that is so significant for you that this lifetime you still feel really misplaced and lost, you know. So basically that is one of the signs. And you know, one of the things that I experience, let's make this number 2 because this is definitely also a sign, is fear, you know, a phobia, and you don't know why. Like I completely have a phobia for snakes and really huge spiders, and I'm convinced, even though I don't have memories with that, normally traumatic painful ones, you know, where you're actually getting physically hurt, you don't always remember, but I'm convinced the reason why I've got a fear for snakes and spiders is because I was probably harmed by either one. So if you have any phobias that just doesn't make sense to you, it's probably because you experience something close to it that brings up a old past life fear, you know. Also, what I've experienced, we can make this number 3, is that you're drawn to certain time periods. Myself, I love the Aztecs. I love Victorian times. I'm really into you know, UFOs, extraterrestrials, and other planets and life on other planets. In fact, I know there's life on other planets, but we'll go more into detail on that on another video. You're drawn to the culture, basically, of a certain country, and it doesn't make sense, but you absolutely adore it. This is possibly because you lived in that time period and you lived out that culture. So it's really interesting, you know, how you are born with certain traits and you can't figure out why, but now you guys know it's because you probably experienced that, you probably were that, and that is why you're still attracted to that in this lifetime. You know, this sits in our DNA, this sits in our soul, and that is why we have certain gut feelings and certain likes about things in this lifetime. What I've also experienced, you know what, I'm already all over with the numbers, so let's not try and keep this all professional. I'm just going to be clear, is that you will be an old soul. You'll be a lot wiser, wiser than your age. You know, you'll be 10 or 15 or whatever you age you are now, and you'll be like a seer, like a leader. You know, you're the one everybody runs to because you just know so much, and you're an old soul. You know, you can give guidance, even though you haven't experienced whatever they're experiencing in this lifetime. That is definitely one of the signs that you have lived before. Normally old souls have lived many lives, and that is why they can give the advice that they give, and that is why they just know things and they don't even have to do it because they just know it. And a thing about something that you will also notice from somebody that has lived many lives. Like I said, I'm not going to use numbers here because I think I'm already lost with the numbers, but I can clearly tell you the signs and that you have lived before. So yeah, and that's all that matters on this video, because that's what I'm trying to cover. So you will be quite empathic. You will feel other people's feelings, and this sometimes will cause you to ignore your own. But because you've lived so many lifetimes, you tend to forget about yourself, because you know deep down inside, love is what matters. Love is our being. Love is our truth. Okay, so if you're an empath, that is also a sign that you have lived before. Obviously, the most common sign that you will experience is also deja vu. And obviously, I spoke about deja vu, what can be considered deja vu in signs that you could possibly be psychic, but the two is very different. Deja vu is going to an old location, and you seem to basically remember being there before, just meeting somebody and looking in their eyes, and you have met them before. Basically, being able to define the difference between a psychic deja vu and a past life deja vu. So deja vu is definitely one of the signs that you have lived before. Also, strong intuition, because you're an old soul, because you lived before, because you are wiser than your years. You also know how to listen to your soul, and the soul is always what speaks the truth, not the mind. We need to learn to master our mind, but work with our soul. An old soul knows this, somebody that's lived many lives. We are not always perfect, but because we've lived many lives, we've learned how to listen to the soul and not always the mind, because the soul tells the truth. The feelings that we feel is the truth. Okay, it's not the mind. The mind can rob us. The mind is still trying to evolve. It's still stuck in the matrix, but the soul will tell us the truth. So that is one of the things that somebody who's lived a past life will notice. They got really good intuition, and basically natural talents as well. You'll have a talent, you're a good painter, or you just know how to hand stitch, and nobody's ever taught you how to cut out the pattern of a t-shirt or a dress. Obviously, these are the signs that you have lived before. If you do acknowledge any of the signs, amazing. Start going within, because if you don't go within, you will go without. Guys, you are all wiser than you think, and everybody, in my opinion, have lived past lives. Some has not lived as much past lives as others, but we have all lived past lives. So if you can identify with all these signs that I've mentioned, that is fantastic, because this is a great way of your soul telling you, you know what, start listening to your intuition. You are wiser than you think. Get out of the matrix, go within, and enjoy life. So basically, guys, that is all from me on past lives. I hope you could connect with what I was saying. Please like and subscribe and support me. Thank you so much. Bye.